This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 16th Region Baseball Action. Good afternoon and welcome to West Carter High School and senior night here at West Carter for a partial doubleheader, I guess you can say. We're going to be finishing out a game that they completed up on Friday, and then we're going to be jumping into the second game of the afternoon, be a complete game on there. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin doing your live play-by-play and a little bit of everything else here this afternoon as we are getting ready to bring you senior night here, and we'll be honoring our seniors.
Good evening. We would like to welcome everyone to West Carter High School for tonight's game. And tonight we will be recognizing our seniors. Our first senior is number 11, Trevor Callahan. Trevor is escorted by his mom, Carrie Tomalonis, and dad, Rick Callahan. At West Carter, Trevor was a 4-year member of the basketball team, 3-year member of the golf team, and 5-year member of the baseball team. Trevor's also participated in FBLA, Talent Search, and Carter County Youth Leadership Program. His future plans are to attend Morehead State University and to study business management and continue his baseball career. Number 11, Trevor Callahan. Number 6, Cade Carter. Cade Carter is escorted by his parents, Philip and Mandy Carter. While at West Carter, Cade has participated in soccer for 4 years, basketball for 2 years, and baseball for 1 year. He has also participated in FBLA for 4 years, SCLP 4 years, and Spanish Club. His future plans are to chill. Number 6, Cade Carter. Next, we have number 24, Noah Hicks. Noah is escorted by Paul and Carrie Hicks. While at West Carter, he has participated in the soccer team for 4 years and baseball team for 1 year. He's also been a member of FBLA for 4 years, SCLP for 4 years, and Spanish Club for 2 years. His future plans are to go to Trace Hermanos after the game. Senior, number 24, Noah Hicks. Our next senior is number 13, Dylan Rowe. Dylan is escorted by his parents, Philip and Tanya Rowe, and his brothers, Caleb and Isaiah Rowe. While at West Carter, he has participated in football for 4 years, wrestling for 2 years, and most recently, bass fishing, where he placed 11th in the state last weekend. He has also been a member of the baseball team for 2 years. Caleb's future plans are to go into the welding field, and he would like to thank his mom and dad and all of his coaches for his years. Number 13, Dylan Rowe. Number 5, Hunter Sammons. Hunter is escorted by his mom, Becky Sammons, and his dad, Jason Sammons. While at West Carter, Hunter has been a member of the basketball team for 3 years, soccer for 5 years, and baseball for 1 year. Hunter enjoys the outdoors, hunting, fishing, and riding four-wheelers. He also enjoys spending time with family and friends. His future plans are to go to Morehead State for a teaching degree. He would like to teach at West Carter and coach. Number 5, Hunter Sammons. And those are your 2021 baseball comments. Let's give them another round of applause.
So there's our 2021 senior baseball comets here being honored this afternoon here at West Carter High School.
Thanks, Jeff.
And so we're getting ready to get this game fired up this afternoon. As we mentioned, this is going to be part of a doubleheader here today, as the home team and the honoring their seniors here this afternoon will be the West Carter Comets, currently 3-4 on the season, as they're going to be taking on the visiting Lewis County Lions, currently 3-12 on the year. Now, as we mentioned, this is going to be a partial doubleheader here this afternoon as Lewis County, West Carter traveled to Lewis County on Friday and ended up getting a little bit of a rainout. And so we are going to have to get this game in motion here, and they'll be picking back up, I believe, from the third inning. And so that's where we're going to be taking a look at today as the Comets still celebrating their seniors in the dugout, and, of course, as the Lewis County baseball team now taking the field for their infield practice. So we'll take a look briefly here as we got the lineup from Lewis County. Of course, we'll see where they're at in this lineup here this afternoon. Of course, we won't have the stats for the first few innings, so we'll just kind of have to play it by ear this afternoon. But batting first is going to be number 4, Brandon Bentley. And then batting second is going to be number 3, Logan Lyles. The designated hitter is going to be batting third, and that is going to be number 15, Kyron Ferguson. And then batting fourth is going to be number 23, and that's Adam Montgomery. Batting fifth is going to be number 13, and that is Isaiah Bentley. Batting sixth is going to be number 8, and that is Reese Bentley. Batting seventh is going to be number 22, Carter Moore. And then batting eighth is going to be number 3, and that is going to be Luke. We got a couple different 3s on there, so we'll have to kind of see which one that's going to be. But I believe that probably should be a 9, I would almost say, because it's Luke Chesbro will be batting in the A spot. And then batting ninth is going to be Caden Box, and that is number 5. And then, of course, Andrew Collins will be out at third base this afternoon. And so that's the starting lineup for the Lewis County roster here this afternoon. We'll try to get Wes Carter's here. Of course, as we said, we're going to be jumping right into the middle of a third inning, and so we will get that information as we get to you as time goes on. And so should be a pretty good game this afternoon. We haven't got the score just yet on what it was at the break in time, but we will, as we said, we'll get that information as that rolls in here and as we get things started up here this afternoon. Of course, West Carter, as we've seen, had a fantastic game last week as they easily took down a few. They picked up 3 wins last week. They had a doubleheader as they defeated Morgan County and Rose Hill Christian. Ended up winning those by 10 runs in each game. And then on May 5th, they played Menifee County, a game, kind of a last-minute game. They were supposed to be heading down to bringing up Menifee County here, and ended up winning that one 8-6. So that puts West Carter, as we said, I had their stats wrong a little bit earlier. They are 6-4 on the season so far, not 3-4. They've picked up those last 3 wins, so we'll get that graphic updated here, and we'll see what they do this afternoon as well. But they've had some fantastic games, as we mentioned. Of course, a good game against Menifee County, winning that one 8-6 on May 5th. And then the day before, the doubleheader, Rose Hill Christian ended up beating them 13-3 in the opener of a doubleheader, and then ended up defeating 62nd District rival Morgan County 10-0. Of course, West Carter has not faced Lewis County just yet this year. They did have them on the schedule a little bit earlier, but that one was canceled due to COVID protocol. Taking a look at the Lewis County lineup on their games this year, as we mentioned, they're a little bit, if you take a look at the win-loss columns, they're 4-12 on the season so far. Their 4 wins came in from Elliott County, Fleming County, Ripley Union, Lewis, Huntington out of Ripley, Ohio, and then they defeated Robertson County. And so Lewis County is currently 2-9 in the region and 4-12 overall. Of course, West Carter's moved up a few rankings on there as well. So looks like they are 10th in the region so far, with Lewis County down at 14th. And so West Carter's been picking up a few spots on there. Of course, they're on a 3-game win streak here this afternoon, as the Empire's heading on in and everything else. And as we'll mention, we'll get this game rolling here as we pick up the score here a little bit later on. But we'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Manta Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
And we're back here at West Carter High School where we're getting ready here as the score. We'll get the score updated here momentarily because we should be in the top of the third inning as we are going to be having West Carter being the visitors here this afternoon. So they will be the visitors this afternoon, and we'll get things rolling on here.
But before we get started, we'd like to ask everyone to please rise.
As we get ready for the
center field for the playing of the national anthem. And I ask that you please remain standing for our invocation after the anthem.
So get ready here for the national anthem and the opening prayer.
Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us come out to the baseball field again and keep everyone safe and decent and pray, amen. Play ball.
Amen. As we're getting ready here to roll this afternoon, as West Carter will be here in the top of the third inning, is going to be our schedule so far here. West Carter, if you catch a glance out in the outfield, West Carter will be on the guest side as this game was originally started out at Lewis County. And, of course, we'll be taking a look and getting everything all up to date and everything else as everybody's going to be taking their positions as they were of the other day. So we'll see who's on base and everything else because it looks like Trevor Callahan heading down, almost looks like toward third base. And trying to see who else is out there with them. But the batter that's coming up is going to already have one ball to his credit. They've got 2 outs here in the top of the third. And looks like our pitcher here this afternoon is going to be number 22, Carter Moore of Lewis County. And we'll see if that, sure that was probably the same pitcher that was out when we last left off as this game was held at Lewis County and now continuing on after the rain delay. So we see Moore's first warm-up pitches here this afternoon. Of course, good job. We'll pan down just a little bit as we see the West Carter logo behind the umpire and field decorated up for this afternoon's festivities. So we can see that the honoring of the 5 senior players on there this afternoon. And as we mentioned a little bit earlier, the West Carter Comets are 6-4 on the season. We incorrectly said they were 3-4 on the season a little bit earlier, but they are 6-4 on the season with a 3-game win streak running into their belts. And Lewis County is currently 3-12 on the season as well. So as we mentioned, we'll get the lineups as they're presented to us here because they were issued out during the last game, and so we're going to try to get this as we go through. So we won't have exactly all the stats for you, but we'll get you what we can. And so it looks like coming up to plate now is going to be number 5, Hunter Salmons. Currently batting .345 on the season. And so he's been having a pretty good year as well so far. So it looks like we got runners at second and third with 2 outs, and Salmon's already with a 1-0 count on him so far. So Carter now with the delivery here, and that's going to be a little bit of a hit, and that's going to be down the third base line as they try to get it over to first, and they pull that off, and so they're going to finish this inning. Yes, that was one batter, but that is going to finish the inning here. So right now our score heading into the bottom of the third inning is West Carter 2 and Lewis County nothing. So we'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily here on Mantis Sports Media. The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. And we're back here at West Carter, where currently Caleb Lambert is on the mound for the Comets. And we're going to be getting ready to go here for Lewis County, heading into the bottom of the third inning. The Comets are up 2-0. Of course, if you're just joining us once again, this is a pickup of a game that was started on Friday, and so that's where we have the doubleheader this afternoon. No, you did not miss anything just yet too much, as West Carter had 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Of course, you might be saying West Carter, top of the third inning. Well, West Carter is going to be the guest here this afternoon for this first game. And so Lambert on the mound here as his first pitch in is going to be just a bit outside, and ball 1. And looks like a number 22 in the 7th spot, Carter Moore, is up to bat for Lewis County. Second pitch rolls in, and that's going to be swung on and fouled down the third base line. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Moore. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be high up in the zone, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Carter Moore. Of course, this is our senior night here at West Carter this afternoon. And that one's still high, so 3 balls, 1 strike here to Moore. So far, Lewis County scoreless down at Lewis County, and there is a hit, a nice pop-up to, looks like the short's going to get it, and that's going to be 1 away as Trevor Callahan runs from short over to the third base foul line and puts 1 away here for Lewis County in the bottom of the third. So coming up to bat now for Lewis County is going to be number 9, Luke Chesbro. First pitch to Chesbro, and that is going to be called strike one right down the middle of the plate. Second pitch, and that's going to be high up in the zone, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, beautiful day so far here at West Carter. Sun is out, sure beats unfortunately for Mother's Day, ends up being quite rainy as that one's fouled out of play. But quite a rainy day. Actually, I've seen a few mothers post up on Facebook this afternoon saying that if it doesn't rain on Father's Day, they're going to be kicking over a few grills here during that day. So we'll have to kind of see. But happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Check swing, and that is going to be strike 3 as the umpire ended up calling him down. So that is going to be a strikeout by Lambert. And so that's going to be bringing up in the 9th batting position, number 5, Caden Box. Of course, thank you, Shirley Irwin, for the stars out today, watching us from Perrysville, Ohio, and cheering on the West Carter Comets here at this senior night. So first pitch here to Box is going to be just a little bit outside, so it's going to be 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that one's going to be swung on and out of play, and so that just barely clears the fence there down the first base line. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Box. Lambert with the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Box. And that one's going to be fouled off the home plate and heading back. So Box keeps himself alive here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's just barely missed above the letters there. So count is even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that misses the outside corner there, so full count here to Box. 3 balls, 2 strikes. West Carter still leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that one's going to be a little bit low, so that's going to put Box on first base. So Lewis County will have a runner on. And now coming up as the top of the order, and this should be... we'll take a look here, and it is number 4, Brandon Bentley. So Lewis County's back up at the top of their order. Box heading back to first base after Lambert stepped off the rubber. Taking his lead now, Lambert checks the runner at first, throws over there. Plenty of time for Box to make it back in. Now he delivers in, and that's going to be called strike 1. To Brandon Bentley. Several Bentleys on the Lewis County team here. You've got Brandon, Reese, and Isaiah. That one's going to be low in the zone, so 1 ball, 1 strike here to Brandon Bentley. Of course, this will be a little bit of a busy week here for Manta Sports Media. Of course, we have the doubleheader here tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to be heading back over to the softball diamond as West Carter is going to be taking on Russell. and that game will be at 6 o'clock. And then we'll take a look. I want to make sure that we cover both senior nights as what we can. Right now we got on the schedule baseball on Friday night, but we'll take a look, and I'll get with Coach Stevens and see here when their senior night's going to be. That's going to be low and inside, so 3 balls, 1 strike here to Brandon Bentley. As Lambert ended up picking 2 outs pretty quickly here in the top of the inning. But there's a little chopper down toward third base line. They're going to throw it over to first, and that is in time. So that is going to be no hits for this inning. No runs off of no hits. And so West Carter will be heading into the top of the 4th inning with a 2-0 lead. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball live here on Manta Sports Media.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
And back here at West Carter, where it's the top of the 4th inning, and looks like coming up to bat now is going to be number 6, and just quickly dodged that one there. But it's going to be number 6, Cade Carter. And Cade Carter, he's batting .321 this season, so he's also another senior that they've honored out here. But called strike on that one, so ends up with an even 1 ball, 1 strike. And so he's been having a pretty good season here for the Comets. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be outside. So pass ball, so 2 balls, 1 strike here to Carter. There's the pitch, and that's going to be outside. Ball 3, so that's 2 of them that's been behind Carter's back. As Moore here with the 3-1 pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here, Moore to Carter. From the motion, the full count pitch, and that's going to be outside, and so that's going to put Carter on first base. And coming up to the plate now is going to be number 22, Eli Estep. So far, been hitless in, I believe, about 3 games that he's been in so far, and hoping to get his first hit of the season here today. So Carter at first with the leadoff. And there's going to be a bunt, but that goes foul. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike here to Eli Estep. Wes Carter still holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Moore checks the runner at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be right down the middle, strike 2. So Estep's got 2 against him at the moment. Carter taking his lead off of first. And that one is going to be hit to right field and slips but makes the catch. And so that's going to be 1 away here for the Comets as the hitting slump continues on for Estep. He's had a few at-bats this year, not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but has been held hitless so far this year. Carter's going to be taken off running. I've got the wrong number down here, but should be number 4, Caden Wilson. Of course, Wilson also having a little bit of a tough year as well from behind the plate. And that one makes contact, and that is going to advance the runners. As they're going to say that Wilson got hit by a pitch on that one. So that is going to be bringing up now number 27, Corey Hedge. Hedge right now, we'll get his stats up here, is batting .261 as the catcher and the manager heads out to the mound there to talk to the hurler. But Hedge tonight is behind the plate. They'll usually rotate him around from the infield, but a lot of times he will take the position behind the plate as he usually shares that with Sam Jones. So here's Hedge. First time we've seen him here tonight. As you said, batting .261 this year. And there's a hit straight to the hot corner, and they try to get him at second, but runners are going to be safe. But that was a nicely hit ball, but straight to the third baseman. And so that's going to be 2 away for the Comets. And coming up to bat now is going to be number 10, Sam Jones. And so Sam Jones batting .269 this year for the Comets. And that's going to catch the corner there, so it's going to be no balls, 1 strike here to Jones. Runners on first and second. And that's going to be low and inside, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to Jones. One pitch, and that's going to be hit toward first base, and he slips and not going to be able to make it in time, and so that is going to load the bases here for the Comets here in the top of the 4th inning. As that's going to be bringing up to bat now, number 17, the pitcher, Caleb Lambert. Lambert so far batting .250 this year, so he's hitting a quarter of the pitches, gets on base a quarter of the pitches there. That one's going to be outside the zone. So that'll be 1 ball, no strikes here to the pitcher, Caden Wilson. Or Caleb Lambert, excuse me. Caleb Lambert. Second pitch into him is going to be outside, so that's going to be ball 2. Something Moore does not want to do at this point in time with bases loaded. End up getting a walk and just giving a free run, for the Comets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be chipped on, and the third baseman makes a nice grab there to put things away. So the West Carter Comets leave 3 on base. And they had bases loaded there for a moment and was in control there, but ended up a nice grab there by the third baseman from Lewis County. So our score heading into the bottom of the 4th inning is going to be West Carter 2, Lewis County nothing. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Mantis Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Imagine unknowingly spreading it. No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
And back here live at West Carter High School, where we're heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. West Carter still leading by 2 runs, so it's 2-0. And so now coming up to bat for Lewis County is going to be number 3, Logan Lyles. Of course, definitely an interesting situation. Of course, they do that in the major leagues and everything else as well, having split games in which, you get so far into it and end up calling it due to rain or something like that and having to continue it on the next day. First pitch here by Lambert is going to be low and inside, and that's going to be ball 1. Second pitch coming in, inside once again, so 2 balls, no strikes. Here to the number 2 batter, Logan Lyles. So batting first in this inning, but number 2 overall. That one catches the corner there, so it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike here to Lyles. And that's going to be right back up toward the pitcher, and not going to get there by E-step, so that is going to be a hit for Lyles. And so now that's going to be bringing up number 15, Kyron Ferguson for Lewis County with 1 on here and the bottom of the 4th inning. And throws over to first base. Keeps Lyles in check. Delivers this one, and that one's going to be fouled off. So that will ended up hitting him after fouling it off. So it's going to be, or hitting it. So it's going to be no balls, 1 strike here. To the second batter of the inning, number 15, Ferguson. as Lambert checking the runner at first. There's the pitch and check swing. And they're going to say he didn't go on that one, so it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, that's definitely a hard call from that B position there. You're just right off to the side of the pitcher. So Lambert checking the runner at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one's going to be up high. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Ferguson. And the 2-1 pitch, that one's going to be fouled off. So 2-2 here to Ferguson. West Carter's got nobody out just yet. There is a runner on first base. Lambert trying to get his first out here of the inning. And that's going to be swung on and missed, so that's going to be a strikeout by Lambert. And so that's going to be 1 away here for the Lions. And coming up should be number 23, Adam Montgomery. As Lyles taking his lead off of first. There's the pitch, and that is going to be popped out to right field, and that is going to be 2 away for the Comets as they chase Lyles back. So now up to the plate now is going to be number 13, Isaiah Bentley. As runner on first. Pitch in is going to be low and away. Ball 1. And they're going to be going, but that is hit towards center field. He's getting on his horse, and he has made it. So that's going to be the 3rd out for Lewis County. So in that case, there is 1 hit, no runs, 1 left on base for Lewis County. So we'll be heading into the top of the 5th inning where West Carter still leads by 2 runs, 2-0. And so we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Mantis Sports Media. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports. And now coming up to the plate now is number 11, Trevor Callahan. First pitch to him is going to be outside, so that's no balls, or 1 ball is no strike. So Trevor Callahan batting a very good .500 so far on the season. Just about every other time he gets a hit this season. So doing a very good job out there for Callahan. And that one's way off the mark, a little bit of a slip there, and so that's going to be 2-0 here to Callahan in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's inside. So 3 balls, no strikes here to Callahan. Of course, as we've seen a couple weeks ago, ended up picking up his first home run on the season, which happened to be a grand slam home run. That one's going to be in the dirt, ball 4, so Callahan's going to make his way down to first base. And so that's going to be bringing up now number 24, Noah Hicks. First pitch here to Hicks, and that hits him, and so that'll put runners on first and second. As Wes Carter's now batted around the lineup here, and coming up to bat now is going to be number 5, Hunter Sammons. So Wes Carter with a man in running or scoring position. And that's going to be a pass ball, and so that will advance the runners on to second and third base. So 2 runners now in scoring position, as it is 1 ball, no strikes here to Sammons. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is going to be another hits batsman, so that is going to put the bases loaded here for Cade Carter coming up next for the Comets. As we said, he is currently batting .321 on the year. And so this will be his first look this game at a bases loaded situation. As Moore getting in a little bit of trouble on that one. Outside, misses the plate. The 1-0 pitch, and that's going to catch the inside corner, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Carter. And that's going to be fouled off into the net, so it'll be now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carter here. Still nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. Bases loaded, full of Comets. And that one inside just barely missed another hits batsman. So it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Carter. That's going to be swung on and a miss, and so Carter's going to go down with a strikeout here. So that'll be one away for the Comets. And now coming up to the plate is going to be number 22, Eli Estep. As we said, haven't picked up a hit so far this year, but that one's going to be up and over the netting here, so strike one. Definitely a good opportunity to pick up your first hit this year. Definitely with bases loaded. And that's going to be inside, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Estep. And manager calls timeout here and taking a look, and looks like we're going to get a little bit of change in personnel. As Sammy Holder comes out to talk there, and there goes Carter Moore, and they'll close the chapter on him this afternoon. And so we'll see who they bring in to pitch here. And looks like that's going to be number 35, Xavier Prater. Coming in to pitch now for the Lewis County Lions. So far, first couple pitches looks pretty good by Prater. Starting in, as he's going to have a full plate on his hands to start things off with being runners full of Comets, 1 out, and then going to be having a 1-1 count here to the batter, Estep. While he's warming up, we'll take a brief commercial break. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Mantis Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. And we're back again as warm-ups over here now for Prater. And stepping back in the box is going to be Eli Estep with 1 ball, 1 strike. Here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Catcher going out now talking to Prater on the mound. Prater checking the runners at all the bases. Set. Is going to throw this one over to third, and that is going to be off the leg of Callahan, and he is going to be coming in for a Wes Carter run. So Prater tried to get the pickoff at third base, but ended up throwing it low and into the feet of Callahan, and that's going to put Callahan across the home base or home plate for the Comets' 3rd run here of the game. First one of today. And that's going to be swung on by Estep, and that's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now with runners at first and second. And it's going to be swung on, and Prater's going to pick up his first strikeout here of the afternoon against E-Step. And coming up now up to the plate's going to be number 4, Caden Wilson. First pitch to him is going to be swung on a miss, strike 1. And the second one's going to be strike 2 as goes swinging after that one. So 0-2 here to Wilson. And swung on. So that is back-to-back strikeouts by Prater, getting out of the jam set up by him. With minimal damage, only 1 run by the Comets with 2 left on base here in the top of the 5th inning. So moving on down to the bottom of the 5th inning, Lewis County still behind 3-0. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Manta Sports Media.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfast, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports. And we're back here at West Carter where Reese Bentley is up to bat now for the Lions. Heading into the, should be the bottom of the 5th inning, and first pitch to him is going to be called a ball. As Caleb Lambert still out for the Comets. Still holding on to this scoreless game so far. Second pitch in, that's going to be high, ball 2. So remember, this is the first part of a doubleheader, as this is the remaining part of the game from Friday night. And that one's going to be called strike 1, so 2 balls, 1 strike here to Bentley, Reese Bentley. We'll take a brief break after this game, and then we'll get reset back up for the second game, which will be a full game here tonight on senior night. And that one is popped up and out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Reese Bentley. Lambert with the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be swung on toward third base. That's going to be picked up and thrown over, but a little bit too high. And so Reese is going to be making it over there on a throwing error, as that one was a little bit too high over there to Hicks. And so that's going to be bringing up to the plate now the pitcher, number 35, Xavier Prater. As Lambert looking over at first, delivers into Prater, and that one's going to be low and in the dirt. Ball one. Gets a sign in from Hedge, checks the runner and delivers. That's going to be just off the plate, so 2 balls, no strikes here to Prater. And that one's going to be hit and popped up. And that one just barely clears the dugout there. So it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike here to the pitcher, Prater. As Hicks was on his horse trying to get it over that way, but just barely over, probably as they throw that one over to first base, trying to keep him in check, and he gets in safely. Of course, only 2 home runs on the year for the Comets. As that one, he was thinking about going, but Hedge hesitated for a second. Callahan hesitated, but that will advance the runner on, as it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Prater. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be swung on and out of play, so Prater keeps himself alive. Of course, that's definitely one reason why I don't park my car up around this way, is the parking lot is just off to outside the first base line and just the way a little bit here. And that one's going to be inside, so 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Prater. So far, no broken windshields yet this year, but I'm sure probably in the history there's probably been a couple of them, or at least definitely a few dings that's been out there on the vehicles. It's so easy to park up this way, but usually I kind of park away just a little bit. As that one's going to be high up in the zone, ball 4, and so that's going to put runners on first and second for Lambert. And coming up to the plate now is the 8th batter, Luke Chesbro. And we have a pinch runner coming in now for the pitcher, and that's going to be number 7, Casson Roberts. Will be pinch running for Xavier Prater. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th for the Comets. As Chesbro at the plate. Lambert's first delivery, and that's going to be popped up and out of play off the top of the press box here. And so that'll be no balls, 1 strike here to Chesbro. So runners on first and second. Lambert checks the runner at first, checks it at second. And they're going to try to get him out, and he just barely makes it in under the tag of Callahan. as the runner on second already has the stolen base. Lambert with the delivery and ends up hitting the bat. And so that's going to be no balls, 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Chesbro. Runners on first and second. Lambert still looking for that first out of the inning. Delivers, and that's going to be swung on and a miss, and he's going to be picking up the first strikeout and the first out here of the inning. And so that's going to be bringing up now number 5, Caden Box. So we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lambert with the delivery. They're showing bunt, and they're going to get him over at third base and drops the ball, and so he is going to be safe as Carter over there at third. They had him in time. Could have made the tag out, but ends up with the drop of the ball, so that is going to be runners on first and third now with a 1-0 count here to Box. First pitch shows signs of bunt again, but that's going to be high, so it'll be ball 2. Lewis County trying to get that runner in scoring position in home. Here's the 2-0 pitch, showing bunt again, and this time makes it down, but rolls just foul. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike here to Box. Has had that one popped up pretty good there, but just took the hop off the grass and rolled foul. So Lambert now with the 2-1 pitch, and that's going to be fouled off once again. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Caden Box. And double play will put this in the books for the Comets. And pops that one up and on top of the press box again, so Box keeps himself alive here. And looks like they're bringing in now, don't quite know what happened here. Brandon Bentley is up to bat now. Caden Box was batting, but Bentley, he fouled up and hit the top of the press box. So I'm not for sure if he stepped on a plate or something like that. Because Brandon Bentley is now up to bat. It was Box. So I'm assuming if he's not out, he should be, because he gave, well, in softball you can give yourself up and end up being out, if you take away off that way. So trying to figure out what's going on, so we'll just have Bentley here. We'll just go ahead and call it 2 outs. Of course, there's a hit to Callahan, and that is going to be the 3rd out. So apparently Box must have stepped on the plate or something, and they ended up calling him out because he It might have been the third bunt. Yep. He tried the third bunt because two of them did go out of bounds. So that is right. So he bunt the third time, and so that called him out, and that brought up Brandon Bentley. I used to be an umpire, and I forgot about that one. Of course, that's also been about 20 years ago, too. Rules have changed and everything else. I wondered, especially when you're taking a look at the basketball court, when they brought in that little arc underneath the goal, I was like, what in the world is that doing there? And that shows you that when you've been out of sports for a while and trying to pick back up with the rule changes and everything else, it can be a big difference. So that finishes off for Lewis County here in the bottom of the fifth inning. So our score is still West Carter 3, Lewis County nothing. So we're heading into the top of the sixth. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Mantis Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here at West Carter. We're coming up to bat now is going to be number 27, Corey Hedge. So as I said, Corey Hedge so far on the year batting .261. So having himself a good year in his freshman year. First pitch to him's inside, and so that is going to be ball one. And that one's going to be fouled out of place at 1 ball, 1 strike. And thank you, Eric Butler. That's what we came up with. The foul tip on a third strike when trying to bunt is definitely an out, as we've seen here. Wasn't keeping count of that just yet. I knew he was trying to bunt out there, but definitely try to get brush back up on the baseball rules once again. So that's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes here now to Corey Hedge. As Comet's still holding on to a 3-run lead. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and that's going to be strike 3. So that'll be the first out for the Comets here. And coming back up, I believe this should be the top of the order. Should be the junior, number 10, Sam Jones. First pitch into Jones. Swung on, and that is definitely trouble as try to get there, and the first baseman ends up making the nab on the foul ball. And so that's going to be 2 away for the Comets. As coming up to the plate now is going to be number 17, Caleb Lambert, batting .250 on the year so far. And that one's going to catch the outside corner of the plate, and so it's going to be strike 1. So 0-1 here to Lambert. And that one's going to be outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to the pitcher, Lambert. Outside once again, so 2 balls, 1 strike here to Caleb Lambert. Comets in the last couple of innings have had bases loaded, only produced 1 run so far out of that. And that catches the outside corner of the plate, so counts even up now to Lambert at 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's definitely the outfield putting on the shift toward the right on the pull hitter. And so that's swung on, drop third pitch, but that will be it as they tag him out. So nobody on for Wes Carter in that inning, no hits. No runs, no hits, and so we'll be heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score is still West Carter 3, Lewis County nothing. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Imagine unknowingly spreading it. No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
All righty, and we're back here at West Carter where Caleb Lambert's still on the mound for the Comets. We have a catcher change down there. It looks like Sam Jones coming in. So Corey Hedge will be, I believe he's heading out to left field. What it looks like, of course, I don't have my binoculars with me. Did pass my last eye test. I do have to admit that. Did pass that. Yes, Corey Hedge is out in left field. Sam Jones comes in behind the plate. And batting first here for the Lewis County Lions is going to be number 3, Logan Lyles. And so Hedge heads out to left field. Sam Jones comes in to catch now to Lambert. First pitch in, that's going to be fouled off. Strike 1. So we're in the top of the 6th inning, 6th of 7th. Of course, we got another 7th inning game coming up right after this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be down low, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Lyles. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, a miss, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Lyles. Shakes that one off, delivers, and that's going to be inside. So counts even up 2 apiece to Lyles. And the 2-2 pitch. Check swing, but said he cleared and swung beyond the third base line, so that is going to be another strikeout here by Lambert. So 1 is away here in the top of the 6th inning. As now up to bats, number 15, Cryan Ferguson. So Cryan Ferguson, or they may have a different pronunciation to it. Kyran, maybe. I always said I was never very good with names on there a whole lot of times. Usually I pick the name that I do know and call them that for the rest of the game. But as there's a hit towards short, and that one just right underneath the glove of Callahan, and so that's going to put Ferguson on base. With 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Coming up to bat now is going to be number 23, Adam Montgomery. So now Coach Clark heading out to talk to his hurler. So far, Lambert's had a pretty decent day so far today, holding the Lewis County Lions to no runs. But that's going to finish his game here today. And coming out to pitch now is going to be number 42, Tanner Wolf. Or no, he was coming out. Yep, they're giving him the ball. Thought they might be moving things around a little bit, and they kind of are. I believe East Step's coming off. Dylan Rowe is coming on. Corey Hedge is going to be moving in. Looks like the second base as Rowe is going to be heading out to left field. Of course, Dylan Rowe had a good bass fishing tournament this past weekend. Ended up in 11th place overall in the state, and so definitely a good position there. Seen some of the pictures there, and I believe he had the biggest fish for the Comet bass fishing team. It looked like one of the biggest anyway. And so Tanner Wolf coming on, a freshman here for the Comets. As Adam Montgomery still be coming up to bat for Lewis County. So there's a runner on first, and we're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As they go ahead and relieve out Caleb Lambert on the pitching. He had a fantastic afternoon holding the Lions scoreless. So this will be the first time I've seen Wolf out pitching for the Comets. We'll see how he shows up here and what kind of presentation he makes in this first outing that I've seen him in. I think he's had a few other outings at some other games, but this will be the first time that I've taken a look at him so far this year. So Adam Montgomery in the batter's box. Runner on first, 1 out for the Lions. First pitch to him, and that's swung on and down the third base line, so that'll be fouled off. No balls, one strike here to Montgomery. And that's going to be outside and a pass ball, and that is going to advance on the runner. So that will be out to second base is going to be, I believe that was Ferguson. So Ferguson heads to second base on the pass ball. So it's 1-1 here to Montgomery. Pitch misses the outside plate, so it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike for Wolf. And the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be low, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Montgomery. Has 1 out here to Lewis County. And the 3-1 pitch. And that's right down the middle, strike 1. So full count now here to Adam Montgomery. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gets the pitch that he wants. Full count delivery, and that is going to be a hit batsman. Of course, they didn't hold up his hand, but either way, Montgomery's going to be heading down to first base, and so that's going to be bringing up now the 5th batter, number 13, Isaiah Bentley. And believe it or not, a long time ago in middle school, my hair was just about exactly like that. You wouldn't believe it by looking at me nowadays. As that first one catches the corner of the plate and strike 1 here to Bentley. Runners on first and second. Checks the runner at second. Bentley steps out of the box. Back in again. Second pitch by Wolf here. And that is going to be popped up. So that'll be an infield fly. As Hedge gets that one, that's going to be 2 away. So with runners on first and second, you pop that up to the infield. That's an infield fly, and the batter's automatically out. Runners stay on base. And so that's going to be bringing up now number 8, Reese Bentley. First pitch here to Reese is going to be high up in the zone, so it'll be 1 ball, no strike. And that one's going to be popped up, and that one's going to be just out of play, and so it'll be 1-1 now here to Bentley. As runners on first and second. 2 outs here for the Lions. As chances are starting to dwindle down just a little bit, and that's going to be a pass ball as that one took a weird hop in the dirt. And that's going to advance on the runners to second and third. So 2 runners in scoring positions here for the Lions as they're starting to threat here in the the bottom of the 6th inning. Wolf gets the pitch that he wants, delivers, and that is going to be a foul ball down the third base line. So it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes Wolf trying to hold on to this scoreless game so far for the Comets. But Lewis County is threatening with runners at second and third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be swung on and to second base. Hedge gets it, throws it over to first. And Wilson, or it's not Wilson, excuse me, Hicks, Noah Hicks, caught the ball, barely stepped off base, and then finally got the foot planted on for the third out. So heading in to the top of the seventh, the Comets still holding on to a 3-run lead here. So we will be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on Mantis Sports Media. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Imagine unknowingly spreading it. No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
And back here live at West Carter, where we're in the top of the seventh inning of the first game. And so we, as we said, we'll take a brief break as we get a reset here after this game, where the Comets currently holding on to a 3-run lead. And looks like it's going to be Callahan, Hicks, and Sammons up to bat for the Comets. And so Trevor Callahan now up to bat for the Comets. As we said, he is batting .500, ended up walking in his last at bat. And so we'll see if he is able to pick up another hit here so far this year. 1 home run on the season so far, picked up a grand slam in the third inning against the Ashland Tomcats. First pitch into him, that's swung on and fouled down the third base line. And so that'll be no balls, 1 strike here to Callahan. Here's Prater with the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be outside and in the dirt, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Callahan. And that one is going to be popped up, and that one is out of play. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes here on the foul tip by Callahan. The 1-2 pitch. And that misses inside and just barely missed the left elbow there of Trevor. And that is going to be called strike 3, so Callahan strikes out here in the top of the 7th to put 1 away for the Comets. And now coming up to bat is going to be number 24, Noah Hicks. And first pitch here to Hicks. Barely misses him, and that's going to be 1 ball, no strike. Here to Hicks. Prater with a 1-0 pitch, and that one's going to be hit down toward first base. And it's going to be a foot race to get there, and the first baseman's going to win that race, and so it's going to be 2 away for the Comets here. As coming up to bat now is going to be number 5, Hunter Salmons. So this should be the last, or possibly the last at bat for the Comets as Hunter Salmons puts that one up, and center fielder lets that one go, can't quite make it, so Salmons is going to get a single here this afternoon, and so that will be bringing up now batting is number 6, Cade Carter. 321 here on the season. Salmons gets his lead off from first. First pitch here into Carter, and he hits that toward right field, and that is going to be caught by the right fielder of Lewis County, and so that will put away the Comets here in the top of the 7th. No runs off of 1 hit. No errors for Lewis County. And so Lewis County is going to be down to their last 3 outs here rolling into the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball Action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfast, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
So Lewis County down to their last 3 outs as we're heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. And leading off for Lewis County is going to be number 35, Xavier Prater. Xavier got on base in his last at-bat. As I believe this will be his first time taking a look at Tanner Wolf. First pitch by Wolf, and that's going to be swung on foul. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike here to Prater. So the Comets looking to try to keep Lewis County scoreless in this first game. As second pitch to him is going to be a little bit high up in the zone, so it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be high up. So that'll be 2 balls, 1 strike here to Prater. And that is going to be lined out to right field, and that is going to be 1 away here for the Comets. As they get Prater out as he flew out to right field, and that was Caden Wilson on the catch there for the Comets. And now batting in the ace spot, Luke Chesbro. First pitch to him, and that is going to be popped up. That is going to be trouble, but looks like Hunter Salmons is underneath that, and that's going to be 2 away. And so we are down to the last out here by Lewis County. So their hopes are in the ninth position batter, and that's going to be number 5, Caden Box. Of course, Box last time ended up was bunting 3 times and ended up fouling that third one off and ended up getting the strikeout in that last inning. So that one barely misses the side of the plate, so it'll be 1-0 here to Box. The 1-0 pitch. That's going to be high up in the zone, so it'll be 2 balls, no strikes here to Box. The 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be fouled off. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Caden Box as he's going to try to keep, hopefully try to keep Lewis County's chances alive here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that one's on the outside, but they're going to say that it caught him there on the side. So that's going to send Box down to first base. So there'll be a runner at first. And coming up is now the leadoff batter, number 4, Brandon Bentley. So Wolf 1 out away from a save here this afternoon and holding on to the scoreless game for the Comets here. As first pitch in the him is just a little bit high, ball 1. Box takes his lead off first. And that's going to catch the corner of the plate there. So 1-1's the count here to the leadoff batter. Of course, West Carter's got a few freshmen that they can put in there at the pitching position, as that one's going to be out of play, and so that one hits the gravel outside, so it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Brandon Bentley. And Wolf is 1 strike away, 1 out away here from completing out this scoreless game by West Carter that spans from Friday till today. And that one's going to be in the dirt. Jones keeps that one in front of him, so it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Bentley. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And barely misses the side of the plate there and the edge of the plate. So that's going to be a full count now here to Bentley. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, 2 outs here for Lewis County. Runners going. And they're going to call that ball 4, so there'll be runners at first and second base. As looks like they're going to be giving the ball now to Trevor Callahan, as that's going to finish out the page there by Wolf. So they're bringing Corey Hedge into shortstop, as we got to take a look here at Trevor Callahan again on the relief job for Wes Carter. So far, still with a 0.00 ERA on the year. As Callahan has a couple more and left warm up, and he's going to be facing Logan Lyles. With 2 outs, runners on first and second. So Logan Lyles up for Lewis County. 2 runners on for the Lions. Of course, the tying run is at the plate. First pitch by Callahan. Going to be just a bit low. That's going to be 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch here. Misses the edge of the plate again, so it's going to be 2-0 here to Lyles. And that one misses the edge of the corner of the plate again, so 3 straight balls here to Lyles. As Lyles does represent the tying run, but that fourth pitch called strike, so 3-1 here to Lyles. Lyles going to step out. He did show bunt in the last swing there, in which took that called strike 1. And that's going to be ball 4, as Callahan has just walked the bases loaded here. So winning run coming up to the plate now, and number 15, Ferguson. Of course, bases loaded, two away here for Lewis County. And first pitch misses the side just a little bit low. Ball 1. And then there's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 1-1 here to number 15, Ferguson. Bases loaded, full of Lions. And that is going to be over toward first base, and that is going to be it for Lewis County. And so our final score here is going to be Lewis County 0, West Carter 3. So we'll take a brief break and everything else, and we'll be back here in just a little bit as we get ready for Game 2 of the doubleheader here this afternoon between Lewis County and West Carter. And so once again, your final score, West Carter 3, Lewis County nothing. So God bless you all, and we'll see you all again here momentarily here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.